Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Ducks will kick it away first. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Leaves it with the running back. Finds Zach Priest, and he's got 4 out to the 29. This new Big Ten is balanced and deep, and you're not going to get many mulligans. You're going to need to get off to a quick start.
And it's going to be a physical grind ahead. You look at the schedule for these teams, it's brutal. Each and every week, you're going to get tested. So it's important they get off to a really fast start. They've got to come out, pick everything they did on the practice field this offseason, and let these guys go play.
Yeah, and you got to let it rip, man, because that's always your first goal, right? We talk about conference championships, winning your conference, and then it gets you to where you need to go. So looking forward to getting conference play kicked off in the Big Ten.
This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. To throw, it's Reed. Quick completion on the out route. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The give to the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that.
There he goes. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. From the gun. Give on the inside. Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 6. Let's take just a second and talk about Oregon. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time 4-star running back give a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like, David?
First of all, everybody saw it. It's all over social media, right? The excitement of landing a guy of that caliber. And just, I mean, that creates excitement in the whole recruiting class in this next cycle.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. The give to the back. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line. Guys, let's chat for a moment about Oregon. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. He'll fit right in.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. A designed run for the quarterback. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
I'm not a huge analytics guy, but on 4th and 1, if you're going to get pushed like that from your O-line, I say go for it every time.
And the Ducks are moving quickly down the field. Here's the handoff. Turning it on. Got some room, headed to the goal line. So close to that end zone, he could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. The Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. The quarterback wedging it in there on the quarterback sneak. Scores on the sneak.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. It was finished off with the quarterback sneak. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Snap of the drive from the 25. Might be changing the route. Back to throw, it's Reed. Now improvising. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
Well, the receiver did everything right. He ran a good route. He got his head around. He just didn't finish the play. Just look it in.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. He's got the back in the middle. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
The Buckeyes come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and hand him the ball off.
they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Going right to work up top. Makes the grab. It's Casper.
And for DBs out there trying to stop these short slant routes against man coverage, being physical is really key. You want to get your hands on the wide receiver and really try to disrupt that timing between the QB and his target.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play.
Ohio State, 0.
First play of the period will be a second down. He leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got some space. A big play, gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Moore to the air. Fires left. Got his man downfield. And he'll home it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon!
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Notre Dame is currently ahead in this one, but it's been a close one so far in South Bend. They're up by 7 over the Rebels. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. He's going up top. Makes the grab on the left side. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Grabbed in the middle. It's Casper. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. They'll try the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Moore will throw. Quickly complete. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
The Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking for room. It's Riggs. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Sends it back in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Shoots it to the left. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asked to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You know, you play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Under fire. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Great job by the defense forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He wants to change this route. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Fires downfield. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. The defense going to stop the clock with the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Buckeyes will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And this will push the offense back as they mark it dead at the 10.
And the punter pulling out his pitching wedge on that. Look at the spin on this ball. It just died as soon as it hit the ground. Beautiful job.
Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. He'll take it himself. Breaks into the open. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, you know, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the 4th quarter.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Rides the back on the option, the give. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Moore to the air. Good timing on the quick out. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick six. So nice job by the quarterback with his efforts.
He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
And the Ducks will line it up on 1st and 10. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Ducks! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Man, that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas, try to make this a two-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be dragged down. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
Well, the offense obviously already in bad field position. The defense can smell blood in the water. Just look at the defenders pin their ears back and get after this quarterback. Wow.
The Buckeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Going to the ground. Tripped up for the tackle. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Give to the running back. Plows through the defense. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Buckeyes will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Moore will throw. Bring in the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Pressure coming. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And you have to wonder if going in at halftime in the locker room just slowed down the momentum a little bit for this offense. They had it going so well in the first half. They were up and down the field, lighting up the scoreboard, scoring points. But here we go. First drive of the second half, and they run into a wall getting sacked on the third play of the drive. They're going to have to pick it up here in the second half.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Rides to back and leaves it. Hard running there. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised.
There he goes. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They'll throw on third and short. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game.
Oh, those are those opportunities in the game. You got a chance to take points off the board, make a big play, and you just couldn't squeeze the interception. That's one of those plays coaches come back to, talk about, say, think if we get this pick and we start taking this the other direction and we take points off the scoreboard.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Oklahoma was relentless today in a road win that frankly wasn't even as close as the final score indicates. This was a vintage Sooners performance, one that really should instill confidence within this program. Each week in college football, the tests are just so tough, and we found that out again today, guys, with another ranked team going down.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Not much room to run. Give him 1 to the 7.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Give to the back. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Moore to the air. Catch in the middle. It's Harris. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, never complain.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wide open downfield. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Looking downfield on first down. Going downfield for the big play. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. He's looking to throw. Intercepted just what the defense's doctor ordered. Those kind of plays can be huge for momentum. Even with the short return, they're set up at the 45.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. That throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. The give to the tailback. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Moore will throw. That's reeled in. It's Hill. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Wants to go up top. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. Moore to the air. The screen, he can go. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
Got the first down and still on his feet.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Little touch pass to the receiver. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver, the different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Gonna take a shot. He makes a grab. They will score. Touchdown, Oregon. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the 4th quarter.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Back to pass, it's Reed. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. Racing down the left side. The 30, the 20, 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And they make the extra point to draw closer. It's 28-17. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Can't connect on his first throw. Ducks are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end.
Man, wow, what a catch by the big fella. And when he's not open, he's open. So nice to have a big target that can make those type of catches. I imagine he'll keep throwing him the football.
Kick is in the air. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Back to pass, it's Reed. Got his man quickly. Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds, a yard short at the 49. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. Fires it incomplete. Just this side of midfield, the defense tried to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. From the gun, wants to pass. Using the quick game. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And even though they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last third down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
Didn't pick up a lot there, but he does get out of bounds, and we're at the 2-minute timeout. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Handoff from the gun. He stopped again, and he's had a busy night, if not necessarily a productive one so far.
Well, this running back has struggled to find anywhere to go, and I think one reason why is this linebacker and his speed. He did a great job there identifying where the ball was going to go. He didn't let anybody block him. Made his way to the running back and got him on the ground. Nice job.
Didn't get nearly enough done on third down. He's brought down at the 31-yard line. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Wants to adjust the pattern. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Going to try to get it himself. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
And you could hear the collective sigh from the crowd and the excitement scrambling for that first down. Big fourth down conversion, but this offense has still got to put the gas pedal down and keep going fast.
Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
Well, they're not able to hook up on that throw, but they need to score now. At this juncture of the game, this late in the game, they need a touchdown, they need an onside kick recovered, and they need to score again if they're going to win. The sense of urgency is just off the charts.
Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Back to throw, it's Reed. Touchdown, Buckeyes! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby!
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the owner?
He'll set up the throw. He gets it in for the 2, and now a field goal would tie it.
That was big time. To get this to a 3-point game, a field goal game, where I'll have to take it all the way to the end zone with time running down. Defense has got to get me stopped, get me the football back. I got life, baby.
So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Ducks inside the final minute trying to hang on to this lead and the ball. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Defense uses a timeout quickly trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. This quarterback part of their running game. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Got it, looking for the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Guys, this one's going to go down as a nice win against a ranked opponent, and we didn't get the upset that many had thought we might.
No, they proved to the entire country watching this game that they are indeed the superior team. Offensively, defensively, running, throwing, whatever it is they wanted to get accomplished today in all three phases, David, they were better.
Yeah, and listen, at this point, I don't really care about the beauty contest. Like, your goal is to survive and advance. You played a really, really good opponent. You took care of business and continue to stay above them in the rankings, which is the only thing that matters at this point in the season.
And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season.